Now our last story, Cathedral by Raymond Carver. Raymond Carver could very well be alive today if he hadn't smoked so much. He was actually quite a bit of an alcoholic, but he stopped drinking. Of course, his drinking problem took a great toll on his health and family life and so forth. Still kept smoking, and lung cancer is actually what ended up killing him. Okay, well, I'd like you to go ahead and open the slideshow for Raymond Carver. Let's just take a real quick run through on the vocabulary in the story. If you go to the third slide, the first term used is Moody AFB, which stands for Moody Air Force Base. And this is a base located in Georgia. The next one is depot. This is just a train station. We hear Office Depot, Home Depot, but a depot is actually the primary definition is train station. Hudson is a reference to the Hudson River, which is running north and south through New York. If you go to the next slide, bearings means comprehension of one's position, environment, or situation. If you may have heard this word used I was just getting my bearings, meaning I was just getting my balance, or just trying to figure out, my position in relation to everything else. It could be like your first day on the job. I was just getting my bearings, just trying to understand what my responsibilities are, whatever that might be. Next is jack of all trades. This is a person who can do passable work at various tasks. This is a handy, versatile person. The phrase is you might say something like this: he's a jack of all trades, master of none. That means basically that he can do many different things, and he can do them fairly well, but he's not really good at any one thing. If you need a handyman around the house, a jack of all trades is what you want. If you want a painter, you want a master. A ham radio. This is an amateur radio using short radio waves to conduct two-way conversations over long distances. I've seen a few movies in which characters use ham radios. The one with Jodie Foster, Contact. She's using a ham radio to contact different people in the country. She keeps a map up on the wall, and she takes little pins, and once she finds out the location of the people she's talking to, she puts pins in the map. And the farthest she gets is somewhere in Florida, I think, by the time that whole episode of her life is over. Another one is Frequency. That's a good movie. It's kind of a sci-fi film, but there's a use of a ham radio there. Okay, fat numbers. These are large marijuana cigarettes. The picture there actually doesn't correspond with the fat numbers. These are rolled up rather skinny, but anyway, as you read the story, you will come across reference to that. Next is roach. This is a slang term for a marijuana cigarette that has burned down to a nub. Probably still have them these days. I don't know. I'm out of the loop, but roach clips. You smoke a little marijuana cigarette and it gets down too low. Of course, it's going to burn your fingers after a while, and since you're so high, you can't feel it and burn your fingers off. So you get a roach clip, you can smoke it down even farther. Wow, somebody was being very innovative there. Hit the hay. This is another slang term that means simply go to sleep. They used to make beds out of ticks, and this was rolled up hay that had been bound together and placed in a flat way, and then of course you put your blankets and so forth over it. So to hit the hay is a reference to the way beds used to be made. And then a cowl is a hood or long hooded cloak, especially of a monk. A viaduct is a long elevated roadway, usually consisting of a series of short spans supported on arches, piers, or columns. There's a picture of one that's pretty close to that. And then the story is about cathedrals, and it's about trying to describe to a blind man what a cathedral looks like. Now, it's not hard